Welcome to the Wealth Initiative. I'm Terry Lenoir, your host, a financial strategist who help real people with real problems create real solutions. So if you're tired of the confusion, ready to make a real move forward, then you're in the right place. We're in 2026, and even though things have progressed a lot, we find that there are still challenges with equality in pay. But we know that there are opportunities to get past all that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But first, I always like to open with Ask Terry. I get questions from individuals all over our county, our state, and they ask different questions. So, our first question is coming in from Sophie. Sophie is a small business owner in Fairfield, and her question is: traditionally, men often manage household finances in the marriage. What advice would you give to a woman to become more involved and more informed, especially if her partner currently manages everything from banking to insurance, loans, and bills, things like that? And look, that is a great question. Great question because that we find that happens a lot, but it's important that all parties, whether it's the woman that's handling everything and the man allows that to happen, or vice versa, you need to be clear as to what's going on in your household with that. Now, we are able to help because, of course, our goal is financial literacy, and we sit down with husband and wives, and we share with them the concepts of how money works, and we inform them so that they become very clear with regards to what their financial picture is, their financial plan, and their strategy. So we're able to really put them in a better situation. So to answer Sophie's question, I think being involved with your finances is extremely important, and this can be done simply by having a clear picture as to what those finances are and what that plan is. So connect with a financial strategist, connect with an investment advisor. We can definitely sit down, put a game plan together, take a look at your current plan. Obviously, you already have one in place. Your husband's handling everything, and really take a look and let you both know where you are, the target that you're on, and if any adjustments need to be made. And so, if this is something that you're open to, reach out to us. We will be glad to sit down with you. Someone in my office or myself sit down with you and share with you exactly how money works and the plan and the strategy that would be best fit for you and your family. So, look, today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have a very special guest. I'm extremely excited to spend time and talk with this person. Very good friend of mine, someone that I completely admire and adore. Sherry Gales is a regional vice president with Primerica, and she and I have been friends for years. I have learned so much from her, and I'm going to have an opportunity to share today her with you and some of her advice with regards to how money works. This particular topic that we're covering today is women and money. And so, who better to talk with than a regional vice president with the largest financial service firm in North America, Sherry Gales. Sherry, welcome to the Wealth Initiative.
Thank you so much, Terry. It's an honor to be here.
All right, all right. So I am excited to have you here, but just want to allow the audience to get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about, your background. I know that, you worked in our business part-time for a while. You've been with the firm for quite a number of years, close to 30 years, and you worked part-time and you built your business. Being a single parent, building an incredible opportunity, building your own agency. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started this business. I came just to shut a friend up. She kept inviting me, inviting me, inviting me. And finally, I said, what do I have to lose? She said, these people know so much more about money. And all I knew is I didn't have any, right? I needed some. So actually, when I did come, I got started that night. I was so overwhelmed with debt, right? As a single mom, I knew that something had to change. And over the years, Primerica has changed my life because I was able to work this spare time, part time, full time, and my time, right? And with that, it allowed me to be the mom that was there. I was the go-to mom, right? Because if you're not there, somebody else will be. And you only have one chance to be a parent, and there's no do-overs in life,
Absolutely.
right? So this business allowed me to be there when I needed to be there and gave me the money to do it.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
All right. Why do you think so many women have a challenge or feel less confident about money, even if they're, highly educated, very capable? Why is there a lack of confidence with regards to money?
Lack of knowledge. The old saying that knowledge is power, wrong. Applied knowledge is power, right? So that's the thing that we do that makes us a little bit different, right? By teaching our clients how money works and showing them along the way how to apply that knowledge, right? That builds the more confidence. I mean, I have doctors as clients that aren't very knowledgeable
Right.
when it comes to money, right? So it doesn't matter where they are in the scale. If they don't apply the knowledge that we teach them, then they're less confident,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So
Makes sense. Makes sense. So, what's one myth about money or limiting belief that you think holds other women back?
I feel that the limiting beliefs is they don't know if they're doing the right thing, that they're used to their spouse taking care of the financial household, and they don't know if they're on track. They don't feel confident that they're on track because they have no idea what's going on in their household. And they just know they think it's taken care of.
Right.
So, wouldn't it be better to find out now if they're on track than later?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's what we try to teach people to do is let's see if you're on track, but you also have to be active in the decision making, right? And so we try to help our clients get that knowledge so that they feel empowered to make the right decision.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, with that, what are the top financial basic points that every woman should understand, no matter their income or age?
Number one, the rule of 72. They need to know how money works and how many years it's going to take for their money to double, right? They also need to know what their financial independence number is. They need to know how much money they have or need to have at retirement to live the way they want to live.
Important.
Important.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old they are. I love sitting up 18-year-olds with Roth IRAs.
Yeah.
And I also love to help 65-year-olds retire financially independent. So it doesn't matter anywhere in between. But those two top, I'd say, are number one.
Yeah. All right. All right. Why is it so important for women to be actively involved in their household finances, even if their partner handles everything? Basically, Sophie's question.
That is, you need to know your name's on it. He might handle it, but your name's on it. You need to know if you're on track. You know, you need to know, what if he's gone? I've seen that happen so often that people, you can't have your head like in the sand. You know, when somebody passes away, you have no idea where things are.
Right.
And when somebody retires and their income drops to 50%, you have no idea. You need to be involved and engaged. It's a family, right? And then so many people, I mean, it's sad in today what happens, you know, sometimes divorce happens.
Yeah.
That could be devastating for a woman.
Yep.
Especially a stay-at-home woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got to be actively engaged in your finances.
All right. All right. So women tend to live longer. How should that impact how they plan for retirement?
Well, they need to save more money, right? They need to make sure that they don't outlive their money. And they need strategies put together to make sure that they don't run out.
Okay.
Like starting their own pension.
Yeah.
Things like that. They need to know if they're on track or not.
Okay. All right. And that's definitely something that you have over the years helped women understand, and it's what we do. So it's a great thing. Why is proper protection, like insurance, income protection, especially crucial for women?
That's a big one, right? You know, that's the crusade of our company and how we got started, right? By term and invest the difference. Because you cannot replace someone's life, just the income that life provides.
Right.
You can also create an instant legacy for your children, right? And when it comes to moms care about their kids, like, and leaving something behind.
Right.
And life insurance is another way to do that, is to leave a lasting legacy behind and to provide for them.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And really allowing the confidence that no matter what, that you have things in place to be prepared in the event of, a tragedy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just saw a tragedy on my way here today. You know, it happens. If we knew better, we could do better, right?
Absolutely. Switching reels a little bit, what opportunity does the financial service industry offer women that traditional careers don't offer?
Well, for us, right, there is no women, men, it's code number, right? But there's more women coming into the financial industry right now than there are men.
Very true.
And they're doing quite well, okay? Because things are changing, you know? Times are changing.
Right.
And unlimited income potential, women like that because they're living longer. They need more money. And what's beautiful about the financial services industry, and this is something that I love the most, is we believe in lifetime client relationships, right?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that I'm able to help client, then I'm helping their children because they want me to see their family.
Yeah.
Because of what I did for them. And women care like that, right? People don't know how much you know. They don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yeah.
And when you deal with someone's finances, you make a major impact in that family. And women are touchy-feely like that.
Okay.
That's why they're doing so well.
Okay. Yeah. So, that leads right into the next question about the qualities and characteristics. So what qualities and characteristics do you see the successful women, along with yourself, because you've been very successful in our business, what quality and characteristics do you see those women having?
I think that women care, right? They care a lot about people. They also don't think that women aren't competitive, okay? Because women are competitive.
That's right.
Okay, they're competitive.
I know you are competitive.
Yes, I am.
That's right.
In addition, they like security, right? They need to know where their money's coming from. They like to know that it's going to keep coming. And so they just think a little differently than men do as far as those areas go.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So for those women out there that say, look, I, I don't have any background in that. I don't have any skills with regards to financial services, knowing, learning, or any of that. What would you say to those women?
Sometimes women don't think that they believe in themselves,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't see themselves in the financial services industry because they know of where they are currently.
Right.
So, one thing is that women, when they got started in this business, right, you get to apply the knowledge you learn to your personal finances as you go.
Right.
And this business also, you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. And we get you licensed and trained, but never alone.
Makes sense. Yeah. For those women that are listening, if they feel stuck financially, what is one thing you'd tell them to take action on?
Well, see where you are. See where you are financially. And then we can see how we can improve it. Whether open up accounts for you, see if your accounts are doing well, or maybe increase your income. I know I needed to increase my income. Thank God I did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What does financial independence mean to you today? And why should it matter to women?
Well, you need to know financial independence, where your money's coming from, if you've got enough, right? I know that, hi, welcome to Walmart isn't a career path for me, you know, and, people are working way past retirement age and they've worked all their life
Right.
just to make ends meet, to keep a roof over their head and food on their table. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So if there's a way that you could do better, try it.
Yeah.
Right?
Encore career.
Oh, encore career, spare time, part time,
Yeah.
right? I remember, getting my first comma check, right? And how many hours I had to work at a job to get that comma check.
All right.
And it took me like an hour to get it
Okay.
with this business. I was like,
So for those of that are listening, those in our audience that don't know what a comma check is, elaborate. What is that?
well, that's anything over $1,000 check, right? And yeah, that was a big deal back in the day when I got started, and my job in 2 weeks, right, 40 hours a week, was maybe $2,000 or $1,500. I can't even remember, it was so long ago, right? But the fact is that earning your income based on what you do, not what somebody else says you're going to make, is huge, right? And how you affect others is huge. I know that when I meet somebody, a family, whether I do business with them or not, once I leave the door or leave the Zoom call, I know they're better because they met me, because I've left them with something, right? And hopefully it's to become a client, because then I know they're putting stuff into action. But I've also had people call me months later or years later saying, Sherry, I haven't forgot what you told me. Can I do this now?
Right.
Right? So leaving an impact, and making that happen.
So look, if you could give one piece of advice, one piece of financial advice to every woman out there listening, what would it be?
Do something. Do something to find out if you're on track. Meet with Terry, one of us, to see what's going on in your financial house. Don't keep your head in the sand.
Take action.
Take action.
Yeah.
Remember what I said earlier. Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you have been, a wealth of knowledge and resource to me over the years. Are there any final remarks that you'd like to say? You've been such a huge benefit to me, such a wealth of knowledge, resource. Any advice, any other words of encouragement for women out there?
It's never too late. It's tomorrow is not promised, right? But it's never too late to make a change.
All right. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And if this episode hits home for you and financial independence is something that you want to make sure that you're on target for, if getting into the financial industry is not something that you're interested in, do something, as Sherry said. Make a move. You want to make sure that you're clear as to where you are and be clear on the roadmap on where you need to be. So if you're open to finding out more, feel free to reach out to us, connect with our Facebook group. It is the Wealth Initiative. The link below, click on it, connect with us. If you have any questions, if you have questions for Sherry, reach out to us. We'll put you in connection with her and make sure that she's able to address you and help you out. And so look, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this information because so many people could benefit from hearing it. So I want to thank you. The Wealth Initiative is a place for forward thinkers to ditch the status quo and move beyond for a better financial future. Thank you.